I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
Do you want a countdown?
Sure.
Leave it to Brian. Brian wants a countdown.
Okay. Three,
Two,
two,
one.
Fast
one.
countdown.
Damn, Brian, let us fucking keep up, man. Jesus. What the hell?
This
Fuck
is
was that?
why he's the king.
He was speed running that countdown.
We got
He's on the throne. He's sitting in a goddamn seat for a king. You just need a crown.
Yeah, we got a king
Crown.
today.
Crown for a king, yeah.
Brian, friend of the
Hello.
show.
I am. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Currently tearing it up on Twitch.
No, I wouldn't say tearing it up, but yes, I spend a lot of time on Twitch.
That's
Currently,
awesome.
like live in this moment, right now.
Yeah, that is it. Currently streaming on Twitch here too while we do this.
That's
Wouldn't be surprised if this episode goes up and you're streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
I can multitask. That's
You
for
know, Brian, that would be a privacy breach.
sure. Oh. Well, I'd ask your consent first, of course.
No. What games are you planning on playing next over on Twitch that people can look forward to?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I've been kind of just going.
See, like,
through
why
and
do I
trying
why do I bother trying to help people advertise their
I get-
channels
no,
and shit?
no, I
Every
got-
time
I
I do
got
it, I
it.
get ugh.
Brian's gonna play. Here we go. Ready? Brian's gonna play Turok Rage Wars.
Hell yeah,
That's his
dude.
next game. He told me that in secret.
Fuck.
It's only multiplayer only, though, right?
No, let's get single player.
Okay. Is it an afterthought?
Yeah.
I foresee Mega Man
Closer.
on
Soccer.
the Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
Oh, that's a trick.
Which one?
Oh, the Zero games. I don't know if I want to do those right now.
No, Mega Man and Bass on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I've never played that. Maybe.
No, you know what made Brian titillated was the recent announcement that all 3 Metal Gear Solids are coming to modern
I
consoles.
saw that and I thought exactly of you, Spencer.
And he
when I
said,
heard that.
wow, I can get 1, 2, and 3 in the same package and marathon them all for the greatest stream of all time.
I would love to watch you play 2.
Had 2 and I traded it in. I had 2 and 3 and I traded them in.
Wow.
I got.
You probably got crap for it too.
Yeah, I didn't care. I just wanted them out of my house after I finished one.
Just wanted them out of my house.
Get it out.
I got 3 like for $2.50.
You made it sound like you found bed bugs. You're like, I just
get
want
it
them
out of my house. Yeah.
You got literally like one of the greatest games of all time for $2,
That's
and
what
you
I hear,
traded it
yeah.
for something
Uh-huh.
even less than that. That's
I think it was real cheap. I just
And you also had Metal Gear Solid 3.
oh my no.
I had 2 and 3. Oh,
2 is not as good.
Get it.
But see, it worked out because if I ever want to play them, we got that new collection coming out, so I didn't need to hold on to them.
Excellent foresight.
Mm-hmm. I knew.
You
that.
knew. Are you an insider for Konami? Do you know?
I can't help Konami.
No one can help Konami.
They have to actually do stuff. They have to crap or get off the pot. Just don't do like little stuff here. Let's hand some little Castlevania stuff nuggets to you guys, and you titillate them while we dandle over here with doing something. They gotta put full effort into their stuff.
Okay.
I like the idea of titillating Konami.
Yeah.
On that note, welcome to Game Talk.
Thank you. Welcome.
It's cartoon
It's a very
edition.
Oh, I was going to announce it, and Spencer
Oh.
just fucking came out and
Oh.
said it.
This is the Game
Man.
Talk where the new President Question Master will get their opportunity to use their powers.
Who is it?
Should we re-announce it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so they remember.
Ryan, who do you think won?
I'm gonna say Terry.
Well, he wouldn't be a new
Oh, you're-
question master then.
Close, yeah.
Oh,
It
new
was
question
Malta
master.
Malta Master, congratulations. Welcome to the throne.
I have not heard of Malta Master in a while.
He got a submission in last minute, after the last minute, and we granted permission. So here he is, maybe, in the comments below.
It's a Cinderella story, really.
He was like, dude, where's my glass slipper?
Dude.
Dude. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
I know he's doing music now, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
So
medal president question master.
Yeah.
Sure.
Malta, you got today's game talk to ask 2 questions. And if you don't, that's okay. Because we're going to give you one more chance on the next game talk. And if you don't answer or ask anything then we are reassigning the name.
Now hold on. That's a veiled threat what you just put in there.
It is.
And I don't
Oh, it is.
I think you're putting the cart before the horse there, pal. Because you haven't given Malta a chance. I'm over here trying to hook a brother up.
Dude, he's going to ask us in the comments what the President Question Master even is.
That will be a question for next game talk. That doesn't count.
Yeah, what is that? What
is it, dude?
That's
what he's going to ask us.
What have I become?
For the record, I voted for Brian. Just saying, so I will vote for you again if it ever comes to that.
But it's not a voting system. So
Yeah, we didn't vote. We spun a wheel.
I voted. Well, I voted.
No,
that
you
he
bet
would
for
win.
Brian.
Oh, that he would
Yeah,
win. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a bet.
no.
He bet. He didn't vote.
He put his
gambled.
put his money on
Wagered
you, Brian.
on Brian.
Wagered. Yeah.
Who did you
I-
wager for, Alex?
I don't remember, dude. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
That was last week, wasn't it? I don't remember.
Leo, maybe. Spencer gave it to Leo.
Leo. Okay.
That was a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it was many Alexes ago.
Many Alexes ago. Terry, you're no longer the President Question Master, buddy. So if you leave more than one question, we're only going to answer the first one.
Also applies to everyone except Malta Master.
Sure.
Thanks for Malta.
Whew. A lot of politics on this channel now. It's a political based channel.
We'll have a whole system soon.
Yeah.
If you have an opinion, let us know in the comments below here on the thing you're watching it on YouTube. And while you're there, find your way to a subscribe button located just within its political party lines. Top.
Yeah, and if you're not into the illustrations or the animations of our YouTube video, you can also just listen over on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and chat with us on our Discord, where we sometimes put GIFs, I think. I don't know, I don't go on there.
Aren't those like the illustrations of the ear?
Yeah, that's a good. That's very
Sounds.
poetic. That's a poetic way to describe it. Anyway,
Brian,
Yes, sir. Yes,
take a
sir.
video response.
There it is. Never gets old.
And what do you think when I say make a video response?
yeah, what comes to mind, Brian?
A video response?
Yeah.
Something Dragon Quest related. Every time I think because the first time I met Teddy, or I knew I watched this stuff a long time ago, but first time I ever commented was about Dragon Quest 4, I think. On the DS, one of the Dragon Quest games. So I always put Teddy together with Dragon Quest.
Love to hear it.
Make a video response.
Okay, Brian, what do you think when Alex says it?
Probably either Sega, Atari, or Gex. Or Nier. Now Nier. I'm learning little bits and pieces about you all, so as I learn, I fill it in. So, like, I just learned that Alex loves Nier, so that goes.
It's not that hard, man. We talk for like 2 hours every week. You could learn a lot if you just listen to the show.
Oh, that's true.
Well, should we get down to some questions?
My first question is, why didn't you tell Brian to make a video response?
Brian, if I ask you to make a video response, what would you make it of?
Cartoon games?
I thought you were about to say Kurt.
I thought you were going to.
Kurt Russell.
I thought you were going to say Kardashians.
Spartacus? Wait, no. Oh wait, no, that's Kirk Douglas, not Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
What would a video response be about? Are you trying
Like
to,
when I say make a video response, what do you just talked about Alex and Teddy what you would do, and now it comes to me and you're like Kirk Douglas or something.
Oh, I think
Spartacus.
weightlifting and whey protein.
That's all you are.
Dude, I've got a fucking crazy gym story. I don't know. Do
we
we
tell it on the show?
do we add it later or do we like?
We haven't gotten into questions yet. We can go ahead. Give us your gym story.
All right, two things happened to me at the gym today, and Teddy knows where I work out and what I look like when I work out, which is important. But anyway, so I've got my earbuds in, and I'm like walking up to throw away I cleaned my shit, and then I had the rag and I was just throwing it away, and I was listening to a podcast and I started laughing because it was like a joke podcast, and this other guy was in the same like garbage can doing the exact same thing, and I don't know if I took his squeaky bottle or something, but the moment I laughed, he kind of looked at me and he goes, and then he just like walked away. I don't know exactly what that was just a weird situation. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm basically done with my set. Like everything, like we were texting, and I was like, yeah, I can be there in like 30 minutes or something. And then I put my phone down, and then I'm like sitting down, getting ready to finish my set. Now, like a lot of the listeners of the Button Mappers, I noticed are like, they probably don't work out very much, or have a lot of self-care. So when you're at a gym, you're not really supposed to talk to people. You're not supposed to talk to people if they have headphones in, because they could be in the middle of a set. They could be timing themselves to get ready for the next set. Like a lot of people do 90 seconds. So they're actually just timing themselves to do the next set. Well, you're not really supposed to talk because they could also be out of breath. So like if you're going to talk to somebody and you're like, take off your headphones, you could be like, hey, I like your shirt or something. And then they'll be like, oh, thank you. But they won't be able to talk because they're like literally exasperated. So you just generally don't talk to people when they have headphones in. Well, this person came up from behind me, and I'm like, Teddy knows, like in where I work, there's a big mirror. And so you can like work out and like watch your form, make sure you're working out properly. Well, I'm sitting there like looking in the mirror, and this guy comes up behind me. And at first I think he's a child because he's only 4 feet tall. Like he's very, very short. And he's like, I can tell that he's staring at me because you can see in the mirror, even though you're not directly looking, you can see when somebody's looking at you. And he just had he was like gazed on me. And so he was like walking up behind me, and I kind of like was like, listen, he goes, hey, and he started tapping his thing, and I took off my headphones. He goes, look at me and look at you in the mirror. And so I mean, okay, I look, and he's like, we're wearing the same shirt. Now, Teddy knows I literally just wear a white shirt. Like I don't wear anything because I don't want to dirty normal clothes with my sweat. So it's just like I just wear a typical white shirt. So there's nothing interesting about that. But I'm like, yeah, okay. Now I know that it's not a little child. This is a grown man who probably was born with some deficiencies. And I'm a little bit, I'm trying to be whatever. I'm like done with my workout, so I'm ready to go. And so he's kind of like look at me, and I'm like, yeah, like cool. And then I noticed that he has like greasy hair. He kind of looks like the lead singer of Cannibal Corpse, but like in a trash compactor. And then I'm like, oh, I like your hair. Because like I was trying to say something to be like what do we do with this conversation? And he's like, no, look at the mirror. And so I'm looking at the mirror. I'm like, what do you want from me? And then he just goes like this, and then he walks away, and he's like leaving the gym. And I notice he like talks to the people in front. I'm looking around like, does anybody else see this? Like what's going on? He talks to like the people in the front. I don't know what he says, but he then right before he leaves, he turns back at me and like makes eye contact. And I look at him, and he goes, look at the fucking mirror. And then I'm like, I turn and look at him like, what do you want me to see from this? And he goes, fuck it. And then he just walks out of the gym. And I'm like, I'm like done working out. It's like I waited for a little bit because I'm afraid he's gonna be in the parking lot like stabbing me or something. So I just kind of walk up to the guy at the front. I don't say anything. I'm like hoping if like they know something, they'll tell me, and they don't say anything. So I'm like, all right, bye. And then I walk out, and he's gone. It was so bizarre. It was really really weird.
Scary.
Yeah. It was one of the most bizarre gym.
Was in
Wow.
the mirror.
I was for a time, and we were both in the mirror.
Did
at
you
one
just
point.
look in the mirror, or did you look in the mirror?
Yeah, maybe there's like a secret inside the mirror that I wasn't really looking for. I don't know. It was bizarre.
That's awkward.
What if you were the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I'm still scratching my head. Like, what was he trying to get me to do? Like, I don't know what he wanted.
Wearing the same shirt. You have nice hair. No look in the mirror.
Maybe he wanted you to like judge him on his workout. Like, don't people? I don't know what goes on in gyms, but I picture a lot of guys are just like flexing in the mirror and like, hey,
Yes,
bro,
that's
look at me. Like, how do I look? And they say, you look good, man. You look good. Then they high five. Maybe that's what he wanted, to get validation that he worked out and he's looking big.
Well, he was big.
I think that's it, Brian.
But
There's something
You're-
far more
you're nicer
sinister
than-
at work.
You're way nicer than me, Spencer. If a stranger bothers me like that, I'm like, fuck off. Like, leave me alone. I would be like, hey, man, you what? What's up, man? I'd be like, can I help you? Like, why are you talking to me right now?
Anyway, we have questions.
I'm glad you didn't get
We all
stabbed in the
do.
knees.
We all have questions.
Yeah.
I can't fathom the next time this lad sees a fellow in a white shirt.
It's that guy
It's him again. The mirror guy.
in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
Look in.
The moral of the story: Spencer now only wears black shirts at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Change my
just
wardrobe.
change the color. Sure, yeah.
Again,
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. I feel like I just went through the exposition of a horror movie, and I don't know.
That's-
yeah.
Do you think he's gonna like terrorize you in the night or something? You're gonna like feel like a bump in the night.
Have you been back since that, or was that your last time you were there?
This morning.
That was literally
Yeah.
what at this point 30, 40 minutes ago that happened.
For him to go back, he would have to be there right now.
Can you go back alive? No, I was kidding.
Alive.
That would be cool.
Get like a GoPro or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
That's-
there you
that's
have
the-
it. That's it for
that's our
gym
workout
stories.
Can't wait
Wait.
for workout month.
Yeah.
There's more. First off, the theme for next month. I workout month.
What the hell is next month? Oh my god! What the? Wait a
Give
second.
you a hint.
Yeah, give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Place to men.
Wait, that's next month.
Yeah.
Did we move it?
Do I have to prove this? Because we're next. The time we're recording this is cartoon month in June. Cartoon June.
Okay.
Now for July, men.
I don't know. What is it?
Capcom month.
Oh, I thought you meant a different month. There's a different month relating to men.
How
Oh,
is
not that, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Wait, how is Capcom related to men? I don't understand that.
Mega Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because we're gonna. Okay.
Only the same joke I've recycled.
Don't,
in four
Spencer!
Mega Man
Shut up! Don't say anything, Spencer.
Well, he said it. I didn't say it.
Yes. Next month is Capcom month. Capcom. I don't know why I said Capcom. Capcom month. Kong month. Donkey Kong month. It's Donkey Kong month 4. Capcom month. So leave us some Capcom related questions. Get ready for some Capcom related episodes, and be ready to celebrate Capcom.
I'm excited for that because I don't really mess with Capcom a lot, but every instance I have, I've been pleasantly surprised. So
Yeah, they're good company.
This guy over here, Brian's played a lot of Capcom. He's a Capcom stan.
I played some Capcom, yeah. I think everybody's played Capcom if you played video games, one or another, right? They're popular enough. They're in all eras, right? They go back from NES on up to now. They're still
Spencer, is it
cranking
one
it
of
out.
one of your favorites, Capcom? Don't you like Phoenix Wright?
I do like
I've
Phoenix
never-
Wright. Yeah.
That's Capcom.
Yeah, that's a Capcom.
That's a Capcom.
That's
Capcom.
That's our new episode. Is it a Capcom?
That's a Capcom.
That's,
That's a
is
Capcom.
that gonna be
We
one of the
literally
videos
just-
we do?
Yeah, we literally just look at the games and we say, "Is it a Capcom?" And then if it's not published by Capcom, we say, "Nope."
And we argue about if Mario should be considered a Capcom, and we eventually say yes. Just say
Everything's
yeah.
a Capcom if you look at it the right way.
Well, he has a cap on his head.
So
So
it's
we're
a
halfway there.
website. It's in .com. I think we're good.
I say give it to him.
I think it stands for Capsule Computer Corporation or something like that.
I
Aren't
thought it
you
was
smart,
communism.
Is that right? I don't know. I could be talking out of my butt. I don't know.
I think Teddy's right. It has to do with communism.
I stand corrected then.
Absolute communism.
Should we-
That's it for game. Oh no, it's not. Oh, we got questions.
We haven't even
we
started.
haven't even started game talk yet.
You know the drill. Leave us a question for Cap Communism. We're going to talk about cartoons.
Hell yeah, dude.
Starting with the first question comes from Turbozone.
Turbo.
That's me. That's me. That's me as a cartoon.
I'm going to sing this one like a cartoon. Cue.
Ooh.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? And have you ever played any of his games? That's two questions.
That is
That's one
two questions.
Where's the
You've asked two
that's
questions
one-
right there.
No, that's one question.
What do we do with people that have asked two questions? I think the punishment should be
That's-
more severe than we just skip the second question. There
That's
should be
one
real,
question.
tangible punishments for people that ask
Paste
two
it.
questions. Because that's
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Question mark. And have you ever played any of his games? Question mark.
what do you have to say for yourself, Alex?
You gotta pick one. Which one do you want to answer?
Have I ever played any of his games? Whose games?
See, you would know if you answered the first one. See,
We'll never know.
It's one dual layered question.
Shit.
Oh, you're the guest.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Do what you want.
do what I want.
With that question, yeah. With that statement, that series of inquiries.
Do you want me to answer that now?
Yes.
SpongeBob SquarePants is
Yeah.
the first question. He's
I get one answer.
I have not played any of his games.
Oh, you got two answers.
Yes.
Just take it. Forget I was answering. Well, you kind of have to answer the one question you want to answer. You got to answer the first question to answer the second question. Otherwise, if you answer the second question, people are going to be what? Whose games? What? You got to go back. The
You
first
answered
question.
the first question for us. Now we can all proceed to the second question if we'd like.
Sure.
What is this? What is this
makes
dichotomy we
sense.
got going on right now? I don't like this.
No, I like it. I think we need rules. I think we need to have rules so people like you don't take advantage of us.
I'm taking advantage of myself because I'm okay.
Yeah.
Spencer, answer the fucking question.
Which one? I don't even know which one to answer.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of appalled by the fact that you asked two questions and you think you have the goal to force me to answer any of them. I think if you ask two questions, it should all be stricken from the record. But no, I've not played any.
Oh, okay.
I also have never played a Tomato Bob game.
Oh yeah, I
Tomato
was
Bob.
Tomato Bob earlier.
That's an
I
inside
have.
joke,
Moving
right?
on. That's an inside joke. You meet us in our text messages, our exclusive text messages. You
Oh,
don't
don't do
see.
that. Please.
Anyway, I like SpongeBob. There we go. Moving on.
I've never
Next.
seen an episode of SpongeBob.
They were really good for like the first 3 seasons. Like they were like really smartly written, and then like the writers left the show, and then it became like a dumb little kids show, you know, where it's like the characters like super flanderized. But like the first bit of the show was actually like pretty good.
Next up, the last time for the first ever President Question Master, as first President Question Master, Terry 309
Dun,
has
dun, 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 dun.
three. Make it the right.
There you go.
Question 1: Who's your favorite character in Stop the Pigeon?
I
Ryan?
don't know what that is.
It's a Hanna-Barbera short with the Snidely Whiplash and what's his name? Wacky, the dog that wheezes. That guy. Right? Is that right?
I'm looking it up.
Talking about for Wacky Races?
Yeah. So I
Um,
would say I don't know their names, but I would say that Muzzy is his dog. No, that's the
No. Brian, you're spreading misinformation.
Yeah,
You
don't
need
know
to.
nothing
You need to.
about nothing.
You need to cut that out real quick.
Fake news.
Dastardly and the Muttley in their flying machines.
Yeah, it's Dick Dastardly.
okay.
The original working title of the show was "Stop That Pigeon." Terry, explain yourself. You said "Stop the Pigeon," but it's supposed to be "Stop That Pigeon." So that's misinformation. There should be a punishment for that, quite frankly.
That's true.
The peppy and memorable
See, this-
theme song by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera.
Now that I'm not the one in trouble, I can agree.
Yeah. It's a American spinoff from Wacky Races. The show was originally broadcast as a Saturday morning cartoon, focuses on the efforts of Dick Dastardly.
I'm surprised I've never heard of this show because it's Hanna-Barbera.
If he was James Bond, he would say his name is Dastardly Dick. Anyway, and his canine sidekick Muttley to catch Yankee Doodle Pigeon, a carrier pigeon who carries secret messages.
That's awesome.
What is this?
Give one a dick.
What the fuck is this show?
Better than Yo Yogi. Tell you that much.
Moving on.
Second question.
Last ever, second question, first time ever, former president question master. What is your favorite SpongeBob episode?
Ooh, we were just talking about that guy.
Okay, I will admit something that I cheated, and I read ahead. I read these questions going in because I am so limited in my cartoon knowledge. I wanted to at least be prepared.
So you
And
marathon for this?
no, I asked my girlfriend what her favorite episode of SpongeBob was, and
Is it?
she said it was some episode about the Flying Dutchman where the ship kept crashing into things. That's all I got.
Okay.
She gave me a name. I don't remember the name of the episode. But the fact that she
It
even
was-
knew the name of the episode had me a little worried because it's like, why do you know that? But
Yeah, who knows the names of the episodes?
you know,
What a fucking
clarinet?
what a freak.
yeah, what a freak.
Anyway, my favorite episode is Band Geeks. It's the episode where they where Squidward has to form a marching band and perform for the Super Bowl, like the actual Super Bowl, which is hilarious, and it's a great episode.
Nice. Ryan.
I've never seen SpongeBob. A whole episode. I've seen it when my kids or my niece and nephew were growing up, just little bits, but I never actually saw.
Okay, well then make up what your favorite episode would be right now.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, 15,
goes,
15
okay,
seconds.
Okay, SpongeBob goes under the sea and he meets that starfish Patty with him, and he says the crab is next door, and he yells at him, and he buys a. I'm mixing up SpongeBob and.
Okay, you're done. That's it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I like the episode of SpongeBob where he has a drug addiction and has to come to terms with the fact that he came home late, even though it was his anniversary with his wife, and then that spurred the part where he goes to rehab. It's like a 3-part series.
That's actually from the dark HBO reboot.
Oh, that's pretty dark. Mine's a little more tame. I like the episode where the cleaning lady takes SpongeBob and scrubs the dishes and then puts them up to dry and uses the starfish, towelette to clean it. Air dry.
That is tame. That's very tame.
Tame's in the name. Tame is the game. Thanks, Terry. Next one. BioPhoenix. Here.
BioPhoenix here.
There he is. There he is.
He's right
Get
here.
up.
BioPhoenix. You're not gonna believe this. What is your favorite car in a cartoon?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
It's a Spencer ban-worthy question.
It is. That'll get you kicked out real quick.
Why is wait? Why is that? Why
Puns.
is that ban-worthy? I don't understand.
Puns.
It's not
Bad-
serious.
Bad puns. I like.
But what if it's not?
I
What
like-
if it's not a pun? What if no? He's just asking what's your favorite car in a cartoon. I think you're.
Yeah.
This
Spencer,
is
get
this
outta
is
here.
ban worthy for me.
Wow.
I'm on a rampage.
You play Dragon Quest. You love puns. What are you dissing puns for?
Yeah, but I like puns in the games. I don't like them when we're trying to do a serious podcast.
A serious podcast. This is mappers.
Hear that,
Welcome to the button
BioPhoenix?
mappers.
Only serious going
Only
forward.
serious questions, please. Serious inquiries only.
So you'll never know Spencer's favorite car in a cartoon, or if he likes pretzels. Let's just make that clear.
It's two things you'll never know.
Favorite car in a cartoon.
I like the Batmobile in the animated series. The Batman animated series is pretty
Ooh,
slick.
that's a good one.
She likes an anime
Guilty.
series.
I like when I think cartoon car. The first thing that comes to mind, which is probably isn't my favorite, but I'm gonna say it because it's the first thing that comes to mind, is the Flintstones car where they push it with their feet.
Hell yeah,
Like
dude.
that's always funny. So like that's just what I think of when I think of a cartoon car. I think of like the Flintstones car.
It's a great gag.
Yeah, it never gets old.
Right.
I hate to go anime, but just my cartoon knowledge isn't great. Like the little car that like Goku and Piccolo squeeze into. Capsule
For the
Corp's
driving,
car.
for the driving test episode.
Yeah.
Brian.
Life with Louie. His dad, Louie's dad had that old car that the company's not around anymore. I forget
Wait
the name
for
of it.
wait for referencing Life with Louie.
Dude, I used to watch that show. I haven't seen or like given that show any thought for like 20 something years. Holy
Well,
shit.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's crazy. My life is now like it's flooding back to me.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Didn't he do the
Spencer's
voice?
Life with Louie.
Didn't he do
He
the
did
voice for the
voices.
kid too? Like just as a kid.
Yeah. He did everything. Yeah, all the voices for the dad and him. I know at least.
He's like this tiny boy with like an adult like drawing.
He's like,
voice.
yeah, yeah. It's like,
I don't want to, Dad. I don't want to do it. Wow.
Yep, Life with Louie.
How about Phoenix? You really brought out the nostalgia. Speaking of nostalgia, we got a new viewer here whom Alex might have some nostalgia for. It's Sonic Gecko. Hey, Button Mappers, what's your favorite Sonic cartoon?
Spencer.
That is like, do we answer that? Sonic cartoon? What's my favorite Sonic cartoon?
Yeah.
What's my favorite Sonic cartoon? I think there was a Sonic cartoon where they played like instruments.
There's like 5 of them.
Was there?
If not more, hold on.
I only know of the one where they played like instruments.
There's 6 of them.
Are you counting like the 3D ones?
Yeah, those are cartoons.
None of them. They're all terrible. Anything that I've ever seen is just absolute horse crap. So no, I don't like any of them.
Sonic Boom. He's the reason for our boom. That's instrumental enough for you?
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Thanks. I've been working on it. Sick too.
Yeah. What was your inspiration?
Phlegm.
Brian?
The intro in Sonic CD.
Oh, well, that counts. It was animated. I can't deny it.
Okay.
Mine's The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog because it was like Looney Tunes, but if you did a bunch of cocaine.
Wow,
For
that's
the
a
days.
description. Holy cow.
And Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, Brian,
Thank you.
had a fat ass on that show.
See, I like that.
Yeah. Gold.
Well, he's an egg. He's supposed to be kind of robust. Otherwise,
He's not an actual egg.
Well, he's supposed to be
It's in the
rounded
name,
like-
Eggman.
Yeah, Eggman. Yeah.
He's a man that
Like
likes eggs.
in video games, that's like that's all you got. Especially back then, it was like, oh, if he's a robot man, he's robot man, or if he's scissor man, then he's got a guy with a bunch of scissors. He was Eggman, so he's round like an egg.
Which came first, man of the
if
egg?
he's scissor
What about both?
man, he loves scissoring.
Yeah,
Been a-
likes to scissor. Unnecessary for a man, but I guess
For a man to scissor.
if you want to, you can.
The most worthless sexual act as a man is scissoring.
Like, why don't you fuck me?
Oh boy.
Like, trust me, this is
A
way better.
man can't scissor?
It's both an attack and a reproductive mechanism.
Oh boy.
All right, we got one more. This one's for me. I'm a Geoparty.
Wait, who?
It's me.
There you go.
Question: anime versus cartoons.
Oh jeez.
Brian, you want to go first?
They're both the same, so I would.
No, get
Yes!
out.
I would
Yes!
say.
That is the
See
correct
that?
answer.
No.
That is the correct answer. I love it.
Hey, and I
See
like
that
some
door back there?
anime.
Do you see that door behind you? I want you to leave.
Consider yourself uninvited.
Probably cartoons, just because I love Looney Tunes so much and Tom and Jerry, that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like some anime too, but
Yeah, who made Tom?
just I can't get around. I
I'm
can't.
gonna
Get,
start gatekeeping this entire episode now. Whenever someone
I
mentions a
can't.
cartoon, I'm
Like,
gonna be
I can't imagine.
yeah, who made it?
Yeah, I can't imagine not
Brian.
watching Looney Tunes or that.
Hironobu Sakaguchi. Tom and Jerry.
The Gooch did the Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. It was Shigeru Miyamoto.
I think
Anyways,
Brian gets the star for having the correct answers that they're both the same thing.
Yeah, they're just
Leaves.
one's. I mean, isn't anime just a term for Japanese cartoon, right?
Yeah.
So, there's just a different
okay,
specific.
do you like cartoons or do you like Japanese
Yeah,
cartoons?
I mean,
weeb tunes.
They're both good cartoons because Looney Tunes are.
You know how
great.
they had like Toon Disney? I wish they had Weeb Disney. That would be my favorite channel.
Next big platform.
Mickey's just do like kamehamehas and flipping around.
If you're watching Weeb Disney, like shoots the mouse ears with the laser blast.
Something gonna go!
Fuck it all! I'm Mickey.
Yeah.
Try to be Donald. I can't do a Donald.
Yeah, that part.
Oh god, it's gonna destroy
Jesus.
Mike's secret.
Spencer, you all right?
I was about to do Donald and realized it would not sound good on the mic. So.
Yeah.
I thought you just got attacked by a chihuahua.
Yeah, I'm with Brian. I guess I'll just say that I think they're both the same thing, and I don't like them. But I will say that The Simpsons is not anime, so I will go with The Simpsons.
What? You can't say they're the
Yeah,
same
you
thing
can't say
and
they're
then
the same thing and
then say, well, not
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
You're forcing me into a corner where I have to pick one, so I'll say that I just like.
Well, not The Simpsons. What about that episode with the Simpson with the Homer anime head? Remember that
Yeah,
one?
he goes to Japan and they find out he's
Yeah.
Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah. That was it.
Well, that's not an anime head. If you wanted to say it, there was an episode recently where they turned it into an anime to make fun of Death Note, whatever.
Death Note.
Death Note.
The note of
Note
death.
death.
They're parodying it, so they made an anime, which I don't
Did they
watch.
really?
I don't watch Modern Simpsons, so I didn't care. But yeah,
I've watched like 2 episodes of Modern Simpsons, and both times I just like walked away with like the most like neutral feeling in my heart. It was just like I could have like not watched that, and I would feel the exact same as I do right now.
oh yeah, the show's dead.
It's just my head. Yeah. It's just my head is so full of Simpson stuff that'll just pop up that I can't have anymore. I can't because stuff will go out, and I don't want that other stuff to end. I don't want that classic Simpsons.
Come on, Brian. They're on like season 30 something. I'm
I
just
know.
rooting for them now because like how far can they take this?
Well, no, I'm glad they're still around, but I just haven't watched them since like 2000. But
it's about when you.
there's
should
only
stop.
so much. There's only so much Simpsons I can take. I don't want to get rid of the old stuff. It's like it'll just pop in my head like quotes, just Simpsons quotes, just in real life. Like, so I don't want to push that out if I watch new Simpsons. You know.
I agree.
Man's
I guess
head is
I'll
full
go
of
next.
Marge. Go ahead,
I'll
Alex.
go next. I choose cart. Whoa.
That was my Marge.
That belongs on Weeb Disney.
It's anime Marge.
I choose
Marge.
I choose cartoons because without cartoons, there wouldn't be anime. Because the original golden era of animation is what influenced anime to become a thing.
Point.
Teddy, that's you're the last.
Jeez, I'm the outlier. I'm the weeb here. I guess I'll go anime. I
We
guess I'll go anime.
Well, those two didn't answer. These two didn't answer, so it's just you and me answering, Teddy.
we both said cartoon.
Either
We
way,
said
well,
cartoons.
No,
said-
that's not that wasn't the question.
Yeah, it was.
Because well, they're both cartoons. That's not the question. The question was which one.
Yeah, we said cartoons.
Yeah, we said cartoons.
But you just combined them into one, so there was only one answer for each of you to choose from.
I see.
I don't like the rules that Alex is
Okay,
coming up with.
I will say cartoons made in America, like around the early 20th century.
You got a problem with European cartoons, Brian?
Yeah.
I've never seen. Oh, I saw Duckula, Count Duckula. I saw a lot of French cartoons growing up.
I
What about the
only
Canadians, eh?
I only watch
Sure,
Dutch.
that too.
I only watch Dutch cartoons.
Yeah.
So
Name one.
the if you don't know what that is, then I feel bad for you.
Loved watching Viva La Poutine.
Canadian cartoon.
Yeah.
Anime.
Another.
Not all. I don't love all anime. Just, select few.
Why do you like it more than real cartoons? I guess.
I don't know. I think it's
Real cartoons.
it's when it's good, it's just really like engaging and be like energized by like the world and like music of a anime, like seeing like tournament training arcs and stuff like that, and like
That is good. A good training
Yeah.
arc's good. I like that.
Dragon Ball or Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean that gets me pumped. So Naruto.
Yeah, it's a different art form. Anime is a different. And you get sucked into anime different than like I don't get sucked into like what's gonna happen to fucking Tom and Jerry next. Like I know
Oh.
Jerry's gonna hit Tom in the face with a frying pan. Like and I'm gonna laugh. But like,
No, sometimes
But-
they'll
but-
stick a thing of dynamite in the hole and light it. And,
But
it's different.
recently there have been like Western cartoons that have anime influence now that like carry over some of those anime elements of like having the like richer narratives.
They're both good.
So they're kind of bleeding together. So I guess I'll say they're both the same.
I'm the real outlier here.
Yeah, Teddy's
Left
the
me on
only
an
one.
island.
Yeah.
That's it for questions.
What a game talk.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Ryan, thanks for canceling your stream for us.
Oh, I needed a break, and of course, if you needed somebody here for it, I'll do it. It's
Brian,
not like I'm doing any. It's not like I have anything else going on. You know?
Brian, thanks for canceling your stream for the entire day for us. You'll never stream again for the rest of the day. You'll just pick it up again tomorrow.
He only got the stream for 6 hours, dude. Have some sympathy.
I know.
It was a perfect
Really
time
paying him.
because I was right at the end. So I ran out of continues, so we're good.
Yeah.
We might find out what you ran out of continues on or not because it's actually game talk.
Oh shit!
That was a good segue.
Brian.
That was
Good.
a good segue. So, see,
I
Teddy's our
left it out
segue
there
guy.
for you. See? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Patrolling in, Paul
Hey.
Blart.
I'm learning.
That'd be awesome if you actually had a segue.
I am at the mall right now.
You could green screen yourself at the mall. There you go.
So you could green screen me at the mall.
All right. Oh shit.
You don't have to.
What now?
Well, usually we pick a person to talk about video games.
Well, that's usually, but not this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Brian,
This
go
time
ahead.
we're changing the rules this time.
Sure. I'll start. So cartoon video games. A lot of cartoon video games back in the
One.
Well, for me, I would say my cartoon video game I'm playing recently is The Lion King. On Super NES.
When were you playing that?
About an hour and 12 minutes ago, something like that. I don't know exactly when.
Prove it.
Well, I am stressed out. Is that proof enough?
I always heard it was pretty hard.
Need some Hakuna Matata, Brian.
It's very hard. It's very trial and error, like a lot of games from that era. But the hit detection is very like you never feel like you can hit consistently on your stuff. So you're swinging, and sometimes you can hit them, but other times you just get hit. And I think it's because the animation sets precedence over the platforming. So you do these. The hit detection is kind of has to go through the animation. Sometimes it gets stuck. So you're never 100% good with your moves, like if you're swinging, if you hit or not. There's always like a little animation when you grab a ledge to pull up. You got to wait for that to go. But it looks beautiful because of that hand animation. It got done by the Disney people at West something studio. They animated it. So you start out basically it follows the movie. You have to escape from the part that Simba and that other girl lion were in, and you beat like a little hyena. And then it goes through the movie from there. You go into the you have to swing from these rhinoceroses or hippo's tails, and you have to use these roar at this monkey, and he'll switch you around, and you got to like pick the right monkeys. They're hanging from these branches, and you got to swing on the tail, and then the hippo will shoot you up, and then it shoots you into the monkey, and you got to place the monkeys the right way so they swing you to the other side of the gap. So it's kind of like a puzzle game. But the hit detection on trying to grab the tail is very frustrating, and there's like water below you and you can't swim. So you have to make sure you kind of get a feel for, okay, I got to jump, but kind of stop when the tail's in the middle to grab, or you just miss it. And then you move from there onto like in the hyena den. I guess it's like a hyena den, like a graveyard from the movie. And then you fight a bunch of hyenas and vultures swinging at you. And there's like a roll you got to do, which is kind of weird to use, but you have to do it. I didn't even know it was there until somebody told me about it to get through the stage. And then you run from the hyena or the wildebeests or the gazelles, like in the movie, and you're running towards the screen like Crash Bandicoot style, but it's like all flat. And then you got to like avoid. It's very disorienting because you see the things coming at you, the wildebeests coming at you, and you got to kind of like judge their speed. And then you got to get over before the other one hits you. And then you got to jump over these rocks coming at you. And then once you do that, you get into the later levels of the game where Simba is a male. He's all grown up, and you can actually swing your fists, your claws now. And you fight like these bigger enemies, like a lot of hyenas, and there's lava. And then you go up and you fight Scar. That's where I'm at right now. So it follows the movie pretty faithfully. It's just getting past the early stage that 2 stages. From the swinging on the monkeys over to the graveyard, the lion graveyard or whatever it's called in the movie, is very frustrating for so early in the game. But after that, I was able to progress further. But I wouldn't say it's good, but it's holding my interest to keep me to want to go further, which a lot of games do. Sometimes I'm enjoying a game even though the game drives me crazy. It's hard to explain why, but it's just like I just want to get further, and I'm understanding it more. And that's what this game has going for it right now. It looks beautiful. It sounds good. It has a score from the movie. It's just you have to learn, and you have limited continues, and you can earn continues by these little lion heads, suns that appear you can jump into. You start out with one continue. You can earn more through, I think, the bug Timon and Pumbaa. Between the stages, you catch bugs as Timon or Pumbaa, and I think you can get extra lives and continues there, or extra lives there. So it's good for you to do that. And there's like continues and lives hidden throughout. I wouldn't recommend, if you like platformers and you've played everything else, sure, give it a shot just to see the animation. But unless you're unless you really want to challenge or really want to get into it, I wouldn't recommend you try to finish it. Of course, I'm going to try to finish it. So I'm not taking my own advice. And that's the Lion King.
I'm reading here
it's
that
so hard?
I'm reading here that apparently the Game Gear version is the best version of this game.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, I never knew. Okay, I can't. I
Actually,
never played the Game Boy version.
I actually might have that. I hate to look. Actually, I have that in my bag.
So it's going to say his misinformation alarm is going off.
Does it say why the Game Gear version's better?
It says that it was developed by a different studio, and it says that it was it just the controls were better, vastly improved. It says
Okay.
Equal
it's also
graphics,
ported to the modern consoles with Aladdin as like a combo.
Yeah, you're right. That came out like maybe 2 years ago or something like that. I think. With Aladdin, Lion King, and Jungle Book, right? Was it Jungle Book?
I think so.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So if you want to play it, it's on there.
As an experienced platformer, Brian, do you think there's issues in using a character on 4 feet instead of 2?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I never thought of that. Well, no, in this case, because I don't think the problem is like he having 4 feet, Simba having 4 feet. The problem is the programming of the game to grab something or knowing what to do right away and getting the jankiness of the controls down is the main problem of the game. But the 4 feet has nothing to do with it.
Just imagine that would be like riding the rhino in Donkey Kong Country.
Rambi. Nah. Yeah, well, Rambi. No, it's not. You don't really go. You can't really. You can kind of. Not really. It's not really like that.
My imagination's wrong.
So, Brian, I was going to say it. I was going to say.
Okay, I missed that part.
I was going to say a minute ago. Do you know why this game is so hard?
I'm gonna guess because they were told to make it harder for the rental market, so they didn't beat it right away.
They purposely made the level where it's the like musical stage with the just can't wait to be king level. That one is like purposely made to be stupidly hard so that kids would continue to rent the game.
Makes sense. Yeah, that happened a lot.
Cool. Virgin Interactive.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I would say look at it, watch a playthrough. I'd give it a shot if you want, but I wouldn't, unless you like it when you play it, because I'm kind of liking it. But I heard the Genesis version's better as well. Spencer said the Game Gear version's good. I heard the Genesis version's better. The Super Nintendo has some problems with the controls and the hit detection, from what I hear. Grabbing the tails of the hippos on that Can't Wait to Be King level is a little easier in a Genesis version. So maybe try the Genesis version out.
If you were a lion, would you be I Got Lion Kings? That was Teddy's joke from earlier. I'm stealing.
Sure, why not? I mean, I like The Lion King enough. I mean, it's like it's a good Disney movie, and I'm not like a huge. I haven't seen a lot of Disney stuff, but sure, I'd be honored to be The Lion King.
But that was my joke with an Alex spin on it.
Good.
Formed as a question.
We've just come together for one full joke. Teddy laid the foundation, and then I built upon it.
It's
right.
teamwork. That's why you guys work so good together.
Brian, I know that Snow White was really the Disney movie of your childhood, but do you
The first one.
was the Lion King like?
Wow, Jesus!
Was the Lion King important to you in any way?
Not at all. No, I didn't see it until I was in my 20s.
Well, that was
What?
really
20s?
Yeah,
I thought it came out in your 30s though.
No, when did Lion King came out? 94.
94. So you had to have been like
Really 48 at that point.
No, I was 16.
70? Okay.
I was 16 or so. I wasn't 15. I'm aging myself, but yeah, I was. But my Disney from my childhood would be probably The Little Mermaid.
That's the same era.
Steamboat Willie or.
But I didn't see Lion King. I didn't see Lion King until I was in my 20s.
120.
Who'd win in a fight?
I didn't see a lot of
Simba or
So,
who'd win in a fight? Simba or Bambi?
Oh shit!
well, we all know what happened to Bambi. So Simba.
What happened to Bambi?
Yeah. What
Oh
happened?
wait, I'm thinking of his mom. Never mind. See, I'm getting confused. Bambi's mom.
I was like, was there a Bambi 2?
Yeah, I was like,
blown away.
Are you about to break my heart right now? What happened to Bambi?
No, Bambi's fine. Well, Simba, of course. Well, no, I don't know. That's a good question. I think Simba. No, Simba.
Bambi was pretty whack.
You could do a lot of stuff with the hood. You know?
Dumbo's
You
pretty
can-
whack.
You don't like
That's
Dumbo?
true.
Dumbo would win.
No, Dumbo
would
is
win.
weird. Dumbo's weird. I saw it once and I didn't know what was going on. It's a trippy movie.
That's a good one. I like Dumbo.
You know what was going on? It was a cockroach talking to a fucking elephant, dude.
I mean,
It was a cricket. It was awesome. Though.
there's a part in the middle of Bambi where they go on a psychedelic kind of drug spree.
That's
As they do.
Dumbo.
Come on.
Hmm.
They used to
But
do
yeah,
that. They used to do that back in your day, didn't they? Like that.
No, I'm not.
Like Vietnam, World War II, World War
No.
One,
They had Reefer Madness, that video they showed
Civil
everybody.
War,
Prohibition.
American Revolution.
Yeah, well, no, well, that was my dad, so don't get it right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And I know you're king, but have you been lying this whole time?
Oh.
About
How long were you sitting on that?
He was holding it.
How long? I'm just reading about my game.
But yeah, that's the Lion King. Try it or don't. It's fine. It's a platformer. If you need to play something and you want to play something, you're trying to find out. I just played it because I wanted to
Wow.
play to find out.
You just said the only two options: play it or don't play it.
Look at it. Watch it. Pretty.
That's my
watch me
favorite.
play over on twitch.tv/igotkings.
Sometimes you'll hear people talking like where they say nothing, and they'll be like, "This game is either gonna be this game is gonna be good or bad." And you're like,
Oh, no.
really? That's some
Find
excellent
out today.
excellent insight.
Good?
I'm glad I can provide that. That's
It's
like,
not good. I don't know. Let's just find out.
We'll never know until we try it.
It's allowed to be fine.
Mhm. A lot of games are just fine.
Fine's in the middle.
Hmm
Somewhere in the middle. It's a spectrum.
This is like
It is a spectrum.
It's gaming on
This is
gaming on
like-
the spectrum.
right here. It's like fine,
That's
and
on
then
your channel.
sometimes it just dips into like gaming on the spectrum. Into
Oh,
like
So
Oh.
where's Lion King?
Yeah, where's
It's-
Lion King on the spectrum?
Yeah. What's the
Okay.
Brian rating? No, I want a number out of 10. Point.
Oh.
out
I
of
want a
10.
hand. I want a
Like-
gesture. I want the hand.
Yeah, I
gesture.
want
Okay.
the
Number
hand.
and gesture. Number gesture.
It's like
Together.
it's like a 6 out of 10.
Where would
Right
a
there.
what
Where's
would,
it on
what would
the-
a 3
When
out
I
of 10
started,
look
it was a 5. A 3 out of 10 is something like
But what would it look
Where's it
like?
on the
Where's the
spectrum?
gesture?
Here?
I want to see the gesture. Is it down
Yeah.
here?
Where's the spectrum?
Spectrum.
Because like okay,
Yeah.
because you said a 6 out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
but to me then a 5 out of 10 would be like this. It'd be a little lower,
Okay. So you want to go down. So
and then a
4
4
would be like
that.
this. And 3.
Well, no, that depends on where you're starting, Spencer. Are you starting at floor level, or
He
are
has
you going...
established his own starting point. He said a 6 was
I
right
haven't
here.
established it. Yeah, it just said like by the base.
Well, that's not
places.
the like
then
the
a
starting
7
point
would
would be
be up.
1.
7 be up, and then
1's the
8
starting
is a
point, and then it goes up from there.
9.
Yeah, so you start out at so you start out at
Whatever.
1. If you make a game and you can control it, then that's a 1. You get 1 point.
Okay.
That's
What's a 1?
Where's that
What's a
in the
1?
game?
What game is a 1?
I don't know if I played a lot of 1 games.
At least played
Just
one.
say like Sonic the Hedgehog. We'll say it just agree is like a 1. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog is a 1.
Sonic's a perfect 7.
Ooh. Oh, 7.
A
Yeah,
perfect 7.
A perfect 7.
I mean, it's better than Lion King.
That's not
I would say
IGN shit.
A perfect
Put that on the
7.
box.
I
Better
mean,
than Lion King.
I can't really say like I play a lot of games that are considered bad, but I find some enjoyment out of them. I mean, I would say if it functions and you can play it.
Like E.T. is like a 1.
See, I grew up with ET and I kind of like ET.
Wow, Jesus.
Wow, you like a game that literally sank the entire gaming market.
It wasn't just that; they were oversaturated with everything. It wasn't just ET. But no, I don't really have to answer your question. I don't really have one.
Create a hypothetical 1.
It's like Sonic is your base point, and then like maybe they just take out some of the running.
Yeah, Sonic's 10, so you need to go down from there.
No. He's got it. Alex is leading you astray.
Okay.
Like Bubsy. That's
okay.
like
Rocky and Bullwinkle on NES would be like a 1.
Wow.
And then you go up from there. You got Rocky and
Dude,
Bullwinkle.
you may not know this, but all 3 of us are actually huge Rocky and Bullwinkle fans.
That game specifically.
It's right behind me.
Do I gotta edit something again?
Yeah, put Rocky and Bullwinkle right behind Teddy.
Right.
Just standing right behind him.
Goose and squirrel. I don't know. I just never really. If I like a game, I'll like. Sometimes a game grows on you like a tumor too, and you start to appreciate it more the more you play it.
Jeez.
So you can start. It starts out like here, and then you're
Brian.
playing it more, and then you start to enjoy it more,
Brian,
and it's
this-
just.
I'm
Then
trying
you
to
have
resist
cancer.
Dragon
And then
Quest
you die.
jokes.
This is a gaming podcast. We're gonna have fun. You're talking about tumors and shit. Like,
Bad analogy.
yeah, I think so. You're bringing the whole podcast.
Speaking of
What about-
growing like a tumor,
My tumor's growing right now.
What about Stockholm syndrome?
What about it?
Is it
What
better
about
that way?
what about Stockholm syndrome? What do you want?
So is that a better?
is that what you got
analogy?
from your tumor?
Yeah.
Is that a better analogy?
like
Stockholm
you get stuck with a game and then you just become like you get Stockholm
Yeah.
syndrome from being captured.
Yeah,
by it.
like when you were a kid, did you ever have a game as a kid that you knew was not well regarded, but you kind of liked it?
No, because when I was a kid, there wasn't the internet. So you
Yeah,
didn't.
we didn't know what games were.
I didn't know what regarded even meant. Like I didn't even because I didn't know words.
Well,
But
no, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
then, but now that you find out it's
You're-
like
you were like Porky Pig. How can this be bad?
Yeah, this is Porky Pig. It's great. Well, actually, you know it's funny. Alex and I are playing a game right now. That's I think
Right
by the
now?
time Redfall, we've had a great time with it, and apparently it's
You've
the
just been
worst.
playing this whole time.
Wow,
Yeah, this whole time.
we're playing right now in a game.
Because
That's
you
why we're a
gotta-
little
you gotta-
distracted.
yeah. See, like you got to play a game and find out for yourself. You can't just follow what everybody else says about it. Like Balan Wonderworld, maybe that's an okay game.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh, I haven't got to share this news on the podcast. So I was watching like a Balan Wonderworld documentary thing, where he goes like super in depth up through like the start of development up through fucking. Well, actually, not even that. He starts at like Sega and like Yuji Naka, and then goes all the way up through that game's development. It ends with like the arrest stuff. And I found out that the team that made that game was partially made up by what's the company, Brian? Arzest? Artoon?
Oh yeah, you just told It used to be Artoon, now it's Arzest.
Or do you know what else they fucking made?
Oh, they made a few things. They made the Yoshi's Island DS when they were.
No, shut up, Brian. I'm trying to lead up something. Tell you something. Do you know what else they fucking made?
No, what they make?
They made Pac-Man!
Say that one
Made
more
your
time.
mic crash.
Say it
That was
Hey,
alien
Hey
mic.
Pikmin! They made Hey Pikmin!
Oh, well, Hey Pikmin's good though.
Yeah, so
The Ballon guys made Hey Pikmin!
they made a great
That's
game,
tough.
and then they made like a one game. So they made it all on this. That's
Hmm?
No!
they're all over the spectrum. Then they're
Yeah.
I was
Oh, yeah.
like, I knew it! I knew something was wrong with Hey Pikmin!
I know you don't like Hey Pikmin, and that's fine, but I quite enjoy it.
Yes.
A lot of people are like me that enjoy the Hey Pikmin more than the standard Pikmin
Oh damn, dude!
because they don't enjoy the standard Pikmin.
You better
of the
be-
Brian doesn't
constant
like-
time constraint.
doesn't
and
like good
pressure
games.
on you.
That's true because we just saw him play
Oh,
Lion King for 6
He doesn't
hours.
want, he doesn't want a challenge in his games. He wants Lion King.
It's a spectrum.
Challenge.
Spectrum.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, Pikmin's fine. I mean, I just like Hey Pikmin more than Pikmin. The time constraints in Pikmin drove me crazy.
You're gonna make Alex pop.
So what if it's the same thing? Cartoon, animes, Pikmin, Hey Pikmin.
I mean, Miyamoto released those short Pikmin.
Brian, you can't hurt me.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Pikmin 4 comes out in July. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, it's pretty soon. Yeah, I forgot.
See, they skipped over Hey Pikmin because they knew it didn't count.
Well, I don't think Hey Pikmin was well
They went
regarded.
straight to 4.
Hey Pikmin
It's
2.
like, yeah. It's like that
They weren't like,
Chibi Robo.
Pikmin Chapter 5, they were like, no, hey, this is the 4th game. We didn't have a game
Hey,
before this.
Hey You Pikachu, Hey You Pikmin, coming soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
where
we
you
need-
talk to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd play that more than the regular
sorry.
one.
Hey, gather around, little Pikmin. Gather around.
Gather
Hey,
around.
I'm gonna have to sacrifice half of you in order to get a light bulb.
Yeah, that's
so...
so brutal.
But get the fuck out. Rebel!
That game is so like that game gave me when I played Pikmin. That gave me feels that I felt so bad when they died. Like you can go in games
Why?
and shoot all these
They're
people.
code. They're not real, Brian.
I know, but you still feel bad when they just drown. You're like, oh my god, terrible. Yeah, I can't deal with that.
Lucky for you, Hey You Pikmin will allow you to experience all of the emotional trauma.
Alex would say
Brian.
in more ways than one.
Brian, I want you, since you did yours first, I want you to pick who's
Mhm.
going next.
Let's hear what Teddy has to say.
Ooh, good choice.
Okay.
Good choice.
This may be the oldest game I've ever talked about for Game Talk. It came out in 1983. It used Western animation. It's an arcade game by the name of Dragon's Lair.
Ooh.
Hey, Don Bluth. Nice.
Yep, Don Bluth animation. I've glossed at this game. In fact, I owned it on the Wii at one point, but they ported it to modern consoles, Xbox, and I think PS4. And I have it on Xbox through the Dragon Slayer trilogy, which has Dragon Slayer 2, and Space Ace.
Thank you.
Right. And the way that this game works is Spencer's least favorite style. It's basically the progenitor of the QTE, and that is the foundation for the game. It's actually really quick. It's like a 15-minute game, but it's really challenging. There's 5 inputs, so it's up, down, left, right, and then action button, which is usually your sword. You play as Dirk, and you go into a castle to go rescue the Princess Daphne. And there's a number of randomly assimilated scenes, and each scene requires a couple inputs for you to find the door to get to the next part of the castle. A couple times they repeat scenes and then even flip them, mirror them, so it's like really interesting playing through. It's really the input time for the commands is really quick, like so quick. Like I have it on easy mode, and you would have to do this thing within half a second of the left arrow icon coming on screen. It can range from things like your classic kind of fantasy, like traps in a castle, like potions that are suddenly exploding. It's got this kind of like really fast-paced cartoon style to it. Bridges collapsing, bats coming out of corners, ghosts popping out, an electric floor with a robot that's like basically telling you where to step. The way that the game works on the modern platforms is you can have a cursor that shows up and tells you which input to use. However, the original way the arcade game worked was you would have to use context clues. So you would see like the water coming from the right, and then you'd have to know you press left to go like at that time. But there's no indicator saying to do it. So this was a real quarter muncher. A lot of people will play to see the next scene in the game or to try and rescue the princess at the end of the game, which is really worth it. There's a funny kind of like perverse element to it. They're like, she's like, "Ooh, save me," and I don't know. It's like kind of a reward for the players at the end of the game. But it's so fun. It's so engaging. It's like if 15 minutes of just, you want to see what's happening next. You can see you're getting close to the end. It is challenging, and it really feels like you're playing a movie. It's really held up fantastically after all this time. There are modern arcade cabinets that you can get that have Dragon Slayer on them, and I think that would be a real treasure to have in the collection. And the anniversary is coming up June 19th, so that'll be 40 years of Dragon Slayer.
Damn. 40 years. Good choice, man. Good choice. Don Bluth, classic. I mean, as me, I love animation, so like Don Bluth is like a big name, and I think this is like an often forgotten series of games.
I was reading that it used like laser disc technology and that it would ship with laser disc systems, but they failed oftentimes. That's pretty cool. A laser disc based game.
Have you ever seen a laser disc before?
Only Mark with a laser
Oh, okay.
disc.
So you know what they like the huge ones. They were like cool for the time, also impractical because like you're watching fucking Star Wars and you had to go and like flip the disc to like finish Star Wars.
Yeah, I always saw this game and thought it was like I thought sinisterly about it because I think the animation's very slick and I like that. But because it was in an arcade, it seemed like it was just designed to fuck people over for their quarters. Which I guess they all were in their own ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just depends how you look at it. Because on the other hand, it's like that much engagement packed into just seconds of gameplay. It is really cruel, like how difficult it is. Like you really like. I don't think it's user friendly. I think for kids, like that would suck, right? Like you keep putting quarters in, you keep replaying the same scene, and nothing happens. But I mean, realistically, I think you start with 3 lives and you only put the quarter in for the continue. And I mean, by the end, I use the cursor handicap, but I'd use 5 continues by the end. So is it going to be more than like $1.25 in an arcade? I don't know.
I think what's important is that like at the time, you look at the other games available. What year was it out? What?
83.
83. So you look at
Yeah,
the
that's
other games
super early.
available, and yeah, so you're playing like Pac-Man and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then you look over at this other game that's like telling a narrative, and
It's like that would stand out. I mean, it still stands
Yeah.
out if you go to an arcade today and it's there. It still stands out somewhat, but not as much as I can imagine '83 standing out. You're by all these space games, and then you see like Dragon's Lair there.
The trilogy is really cool because it packs in a lot of developer videos and stuff for each game that you can watch. You can watch a whole playthrough of the game. Sometimes that's my thing is I'm so busy looking for the directional inputs that I'm not really like watching the action on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's a downside of like how it plays. But I mean, if you want to, you can enjoy it that way. There is a cartoon series that released alongside it as well. Space Ace is really freaking good too.
Yeah, Space Ace is cool. I mean, I don't have much to say about like the games themselves, but like I love Don Bluth, so.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that is cool about it is every death is like individualized. So like they made animations for every possible death that you would have. Like Dirk drowning, or Dirk drinking the potion, or Dirk getting his face ripped up by like bats or whatever. And just that level of programming is so impressive.
I believe they have this game. You can even play this on a DVD with the DVD remote. They have a version on DVD where you can play it with using your remote control.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, I thought Brian was going to talk about playing the NES game or something.
Well, no, a lot of people don't know this, but Brian is actually the inspiration for Dirk because of his tales from back in the day.
Yeah.
You could cosplay Dirk.
Princesses he rescued.
Dirk the Daring. Is that his name? Dirk the Daring, is that his name?
You would know.
Yes,
You would know.
because it is you.
Daphne,
Is that his name, Dirk the
right?
Daring?
Brian,
Daphne is Princess Daphne.
is Brian like a big facade? It's really Dirk.
You got me.
Middle
That's
name.
on the quest for Daphne.
Yeah.
You like
Shit,
Daphne?
he's in witness
Saving.
protection, and we just blew his cover.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Did they have any? I'll ask you a question about the game if you don't mind, Teddy. So do they have, like you said, there's a split-second response to respond? Do they, like a lot of these games like that? Like there's like one for the Sega CD, like Time Gal or something. They have arrows on which way you're supposed to push. Did they add that so as a like a feature to make it more accessible and easily more beatable? Like
Yeah,
an
and
arrow
that's what I
symbol in it?
used.
Mhm,
Use
okay.
the handicap, the cursor.
Handicap, it's called.
Yeah, and well, I don't know what it's called. It is a cursor that is on screen. It's like a transparent wheel, and then when you need to push the input, the icon will come on screen: left, up, down, right, sword, and it's sword and it's right in the middle. So it's not invasive.
Okay.
It is something that's like in the foreground that you are seeing at all times.
Okay. And I think they had a
Did you
3D. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, Brian.
Did they had? I think they also
Did
made
you
like.
get the? Did you?
Gotcha.
I should have known.
Go ahead, Brian.
See, he's not
Go
gonna be
ahead.
fooled
Go ahead,
twice.
Alex.
Did you get flashbacks to Shenmue playing this?
Not heavily. I mean,
Well,
I
there's, like,
just
those
thought,
cutscenes in Shenmue, right?
yeah, QTEs and all that, but I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't striking. I didn't think like, oh yeah, the fight scene in Shenmue where you know with the gang and they take the little kid. You know, I didn't make that connection.
I was thinking like the bikers at the dock. You know,
Hmm. It's a
Shenmue.
good moment.
Get some like, yeah, there's like quick time event things. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I think they also had a 3D platformer based on this too, where you actually controlled them in 3D space. I don't know if any of you have played that.
The newer
on-
ones, right?
GameCube and Xbox, maybe PS2 as well.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was came out around that generation. I've never played it. I don't know if any of you have played that and can see if there's any difference.
It seems like it takes the whole point away from the game, though. If you're
Yeah, I was just curious
just
about
like
that.
a generic 3D platformer or something.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
like your sword and stuff, but it still looks cartoony from what I saw. So
Still a cartoon game. If any of you want to play it,
fits. It fits.
Burps, on
Burps.
GameCube. That's it for Dragon's Lair. Alex, Spencer,
Who's going next, Eddie?
we're gonna do a QT event. When I say up, you have to raise your hand up the fastest, and Brian will determine who did it. You understand the rules?
I think so.
Boy,
Consent to the rules.
Boy.
I'm acknowledging my consent.
Up. Brian, who got it?
Spencer, of course. Alex was so delayed. I thought that was intentional.
fuck.
I almost gave it to Alex just to spite, but no.
Spencer, what cartoon game did you play?
All right. I don't know if mine counts as a game per se, but
Then why are you here?
what am I even doing here, right? I don't know. But I picked The Simpsons Cartoon Studio. It was a game that was released in 1996, and it was for CD-ROM on your PC. And I played this a lot. It was a game where you could make Simpsons episodes on your computer, and I think this game is important to me because it helped push me into wanting to do video editing and work. I wanted to make movies, but I never really could do that. But at least I could. It got me into video editing. I I was a huge The Simpsons is really the only cartoon that I've ever liked. I wasn't really able to watch cartoons. I never had cable, so I didn't have Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, so those were out. Every Saturday I played soccer, so by the time I got home, it was like Family Matters was on. So The Simpsons was really the only cartoon I ever grew up with and liked. And then when this game came out, we had here's a little history lesson: a Windows 3.1 computer. Brian might know what that is, but that was the old operating system. And my parents are two generations ahead of me, so they don't really understand technology and were afraid of it. So they never really got computers. So that was the best we got. This game did not run very well on a Windows 3.1. It would constantly crash. It would constantly just freeze and require a lot of processing to figure out what's going on. But as a kid, kind of like Brian said, you get trapped with something and you just make do, and you try to find the joy out of it. And I found a lot of joy in placing all the characters. You could put them in the house. You could put them in the nuclear power plant. You could put them in. You could put them in hell. That was weird. But you could create these scenes, and it really wasn't like making Simpsons episodes. It was more making like stage plays almost, because they were the whole set. There were no close-ups. All the characters were pretty far away. So you could put like Homer on there and just drag him around for clips and scenes and make him do stuff. You could grab a lot of the main characters and a lot of the side characters too, although they had limited actions once they got to like Sideshow Bob. It was more like they could do one thing. I think Chief Wiggum, you could pick him and all he did was like eat donuts out of a thing. Like that was it. You could put sounds in from the show and music from the show and try to make like a thing. And there were transitions and effects. And I used to try to make as much crazy stuff as I could. I think the most ambitious thing I ever made was like a Pokemon battle between Bart and Homer, and they just like threw, I think like Santa's Little Helper versus the cat at each other and tried to make them maybe look like they were fighting. But they were all terrible. The game itself is pretty horrible. It's I watched something this morning just to try to refresh my memory on this, and it is exactly as I remembered it, which was kind of cool. But it was like it took up a ton of my time, not just because I spent a lot of time making it, because the thing you had to process a lot. So I understood that it would just be forever. I didn't realize if I just upgraded the computer into like anything recent. I think at the time it could have been like Windows 95 or maybe 98 by then. But if I would have done that, it would have run perfectly fine. But it was just a disaster on my computer. Then it would have been awesome. But it's very influential on me. And even though it was terrible, I look back fondly on making these terrible cartoons.
There were a lot of those style of games like at that time based on like different properties. Because I had one as well that was like Tiny Toons one. It was like a Tiny Toons studio.
Cool.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Where you can like place the characters, and I would have them like try to do like different. I would try to like recreate like Roadrunner cartoons, but with like I don't know what the Tiny Toon versions of those characters are called, but like not Wile and not Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Good at it? You feel like you understood the editing process pretty well?
Yeah, I think it taught me editing. It even did it by frames. So you could edit by frame, and that's where I learned how to do like very specific cuts and transitions. Like you know, if you're going to switch between two scenes, you don't want the same character to just be standing in the same spot because it wouldn't make any sense. So you'd have to cut them out of that frame going forward. So it taught me a lot about that stuff early on. I don't know how much of it I would credit to, but it certainly got my feet wet. So that was kind of cool.
Got the juices flowing, right?
Yeah, I got a couple juices going on in me, shooting at me.
That's not what I said. I said I'm about shooting the juice.
Just shooting the juices over here. Weird story that it sparked in my memory too is I got this. I don't know why my mom did it because we were very poor. We were very cheap. But I think it was in third grade that I got this, And I don't know if your guys' schools did this, but there's like a big scam where they would send your school like a catalog full of books. It'd be like a book thing, and they're like, you can buy books off of this catalog, and we'll send them to you guys. I distinctly remember it came in that, and it was like they were doing video games at the time, but they're supposed to be like semi-educational. I guess this counted as educational. And they're like, you can get the Simpsons game in this catalog. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have this. And I guess mom was like, okay. I don't know why she approved that, but she did that time. I'd certainly asked for other things that she didn't approve of. But I remember getting this game in that catalog. Like a couple months later, they sent out another catalog. And I this is where I think I might be like, there might be something wrong with my brain, because I got the catalog and I didn't want anything from it. And then the teacher at one point said, like, you have to have this turned in by Friday. And in my brain, I was like, oh, or else I'm going to fail school. Like if I don't have this turned in, I won't pass this class or something. And so I remember like begging my mom. I was like, I need to buy something off of this catalog or else I'm not going to pass math. And she's like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. And then I remember the day of like bringing the empty catalog to my teacher, just like sobbing. Being like, I tried my best, but we couldn't get anything. And she's like, why do you care so much? Like, who cares? And I just remember thinking I was going to fail out of school because we couldn't order off of the catalog. So
there were a lot of those like scammy type things for schools where it's like they'll sell books, but then they'll sell like other things that are like
yeah, book adjacent.
Book adjacent. Like I'm pretty sure I still have them in storage somewhere. I have a bunch of like cheat code books that I used to get. That's yes,
yeah.
by definition a book, but it serves no educational purpose.
Yeah.
It's just like, what cheat code do I use for Bubble Bobble on Game Boy Advance? Like, you know, like those are the types of things in the book.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that stuff too. I had Tom Watt and Book It. Book It was
well, you were there when books were invented, so that was the
he made the first video game book actually was printed by him.
Yeah, that's right.
Predicting video games.
Avoiding the hole
yeah.
by Brian igotkings.
How to dodge the hole.
You got to use your neck to graze out of the hole once you get in there. You got to escape from the guy trying to catch you.
Remembers it. It's like he wrote it yesterday.
But it was not. You did not write it yesterday. You wrote it many, many, many years ago.
Oh, that was back in 84, 85, something like that.
I remember you wrote a book.
Days.
You wrote a book like one day people will be playing games with a controller on a screen thing.
You'll
on
have
a monitor. Yeah.
You won't use a joystick. You'll use a directional pad, I think they call it.
You said there'll be light, projected light onto a slab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that you'll be, and you're all like, you're crazy.
And they're throwing their poop at him.
They're like playing with their stick and hoop, and they're like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah. He said, "You got to use fire." They said, "What is that?" He said, "Let me show you."
Yeah, me warmer now. Me feel warm. Yeah, it's
Brian Cass Sizzle.
hey, that was good. That was good.
That's
Alex.
a good reference. Yeah.
I think I got it. See, I know some stuff.
Yeah, not as much as Brian though.
It's a waste MP. Well,
He's
you could use Sizz. Yeah, Sizzle's a group spell, but that's fine.
Sizz,
Some stuff. You gotta appreciate what you got. You know?
Sizz is still a group spell.
You had a group of people.
Brian?
Yeah, you had a group of people. So you had
I'm thinking of
Frizz.
What am I thinking of?
With an F.
Frizz. Yeah.
Frizzle.
I stand correct.
Frizz.
Ultimate fire.
Faux shizzle. I use faux shizzle.
Frizzle, faux shizzle.
Oh shizzle, oh frizzle. I'm gonna say that every time now. That's right. Faux shizzle, co frizzle.
Well, Alex, and then there was one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you guys a choice, and you have to the three of you have to come together as one to make a decision. I have two games on offer today.
Okay.
The first game is not good.
Okay.
But the second game is very good. Those are your choices.
Not good.
Not good.
I want him to decide, but you've decided, so not good.
Okay, I've been outvoted. So,
Outvoted.
Yeah.
You weren't
Teddy
one
was
of the
outvoted.
voters. Oh, Teddy was outvoted.
Sorry, I'm in Teddy. I was putting myself in Teddy's shoes for a second.
Aw.
A dangerous
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
They didn't fit.
I'm sitting over a
I get
hole
big
right
feet.
now in my apartment.
Oh,
Shooting to the next floor. Welcome.
So,
You know what it's like.
So I love animation, and like I've already most of the like if there's like a cartoon or something that I'm interested in, more than likely I've already played a game based on it or something. So I wanted to do something different for this game talk. So I logged on to my Xbox. I ran over to Game Pass. This is me like in my virtual reality Xbox. I ran over to Game Pass, and I got a game off the Game Pass shelf that was My Friend Peppa Pig.
Hmm.
It's a game meant for a very young audience. I've never seen this cartoon in my life because it came out like when I was like an adult. So I don't. It's meant for like a 3-year-old. So I don't know what the hell Peppa Pig is, except for she's a pig and her name is Peppa. So My Friend Peppa Pig, I think it is supposed to be under the guise of an educational game for very young children. But that's questionable to me, and I'll tell you why. So you start out playing, you pick the character you want to play as. I actually played this on stream, the way I didn't have to suffer alone. And we made a very funny looking character. You can see them on screen now because Spencer's going to use the footage for my stream. And the whole gist of the game is that you just hang out with Peppa Pig. You walk around her little world. You go to different places, like a snowy mountain or a forest or a museum. And you just do stuff with Peppa Pig. Now, on paper, this could be educational. This could have like little things to like interact with to like teach you different basic skills as a very young child. But it doesn't have any of that. The moment like a red flag went off was I got to this classroom and there was like this these like 3 blocks labeled 1, 2, and 3. And it was like, oh, you should put those blocks in order. And then I was like, oh, cool. I'll play like a little mini game, right? I just pushed the A button, and the character just did it. And I was like, I didn't get to do anything. Like I didn't learn anything. So, and the whole game is like that. You basically just walk around and push the A button, and things just sort of happen. You don't ever like have to interact with anything really, or like there's no challenge. There's no teaching you anything. It's just walking around, pushing the A button, and interacting. The game was funny though. I love Daddy Pig. He's this big pig with like a neck beard almost. He looks like a person that like belongs on Reddit. And every time he talked, it was fucking hilarious. Because he has like this really deep voice, and so it's like, do you want to help Daddy Pig make a salad? He's like, come help me make my salad. And then you're like cooking salad, like chopping up vegetables with them. Again, but you don't actually do anything. You just watch him do it because that would be fun. Yeah, it was My Friend Peppa Pig. There's literally nothing. I don't know if I beat the game because I don't know if you can beat the game because you just walk around and do stuff. I was promised to go to Potato World, I think it was called, which was a potato-themed theme park, and I could never figure out how to get there.
I'd like to go to Potato World.
I think that Alex had a lack of fulfillment in a game made for 3-year-olds.
Well, if it's a game meant for a 3-year-old, I want it to, to teach the 3-year-old something. Like, it's the point.
Well, I think the reason it doesn't for them is because they don't know those things yet.
I had games meant for like very small. I had like Sesame Street games that like made you do stuff.
Oh, this is old. This is younger than Sesame Street. Sesame Street, they have adult themes like living in the city and dealing with homeless people.
Yeah, dealing with a man in a trash can.
Yeah.
Friend Poppy Pig. Big Pig.
My girlfriend probably knows about this game because she teaches kindergarten or used to, I guess. She just went to 1st grade.
Oh, moving on up.
Moving on very slowly.
Peppa Pigs.
But she knows a lot about Peppa Pig. They love Peppa Pig in her class, and they probably play this.
You inventory the children?
Can I inventory them?
Yeah. Oh, about this game.
Oh, like ask
Are they
them?
are they friends? Peppa Pig after playing this game.
If I had the inventory, I'd say yeah, they probably are. They probably like think
Is
that
your
he's right there,
Where's your girlfriend right now?
downstairs.
Ask her.
What?
Ask her if she's played My Friend Peppa Pig.
Can I ask her if she knows about the game? She probably
Yes,
hasn't played it, but all right.
That's fine. That's well, I mean, if she played with the kids, I figured like she still interacted with it.
Ryan, what do
In
you
the
want to know
meantime,
about my friend?
While
Peppa
while
Pig.
he's gone,
So
I have to say that there is a sequel to this game called My Friend Peppa Pig World Adventure, where apparently you go around the world and you visit the Queen of England, which is very unfortunate.
Oh,
She's
yeah, that's yeah.
Pepper Pig just sounds delicious.
There we go.
She said that she didn't know what I was talking about, and to get out, she was taking a shower.
Oh.
I'll
Did
send
you
you
sneak a
back
peek?
with another one.
Okay, what's that?
I said, did you sneak a peek?
Who would win in a fight, Peppa Pig or SpongeBob?
Can go ask her who would win in a fight. Peppa Pig or SpongeBob?
Well, she's a SpongeBob fan. She actually likes SpongeBob, so she'd probably say SpongeBob. I'll answer for her on that one.
Yeah, you had to pick like another kid's cartoon, like a young kid's cartoon, which I don't know any of because I'm not a young kid.
Let's see. They like Peppa Pig, and they like
Another one.
not
Wait, isn't that one dogs?
not Charlie Brown. He's Caillou. He's
I only know Caillou from the memes because everybody makes fun of his dad.
Oh, there it is. Caillou. Yeah. Caillou.
But no, like, isn't there one with dogs that like drive cars or something? Like drive like fire
Paw
trucks?
Patrol.
Yeah,
She hasn't mentioned
that.
Paw Patrol to me. But yeah,
that was. I only know about that one because it was also on Game Pass. There was a Paw Patrol game, and I was like,
I'm surprised you didn't download that one and give it your critical eye.
yeah, let me
Picking
really
it
look
apart.
into this game. Well, I'm just saying, if I was a parent, yeah, I could have. You know what my other game was? It was fucking Cuphead. I could have been talking about Cuphead today.
That game's fucking awesome.
Cuphead's phenomenal. But if I was a parent and I wanted to give my very young child, who shouldn't be playing video games really, a gaming experience, I'd want them to like learn something, and Peppa Pig's not gonna teach them anything.
Well, they do. They learn it visually. They're visual people at that point. I think I know a thing or two about the psychology of children, and they only see. They don't. They can't hear until they're at least 8.
Would you rather give them Peppa Pig, my friend, or Dragon's Lair?
What's the difference? No, I was kidding.
3-year-old.
Same game.
It was very funny though playing it on stream, but I could not do it for long. So my stream that I have it on, it's up on the Void, which is actually my best viewed Twitch Void video so far. I forget where it's sitting at right now. I'll look it up in a second. But the stream was hilarious because I was like, okay, I can't play any more of this fucking game. So I switched over to playing Lost Planet. So my stream is Peppa Pig and Lost Planet together.
Yeah, I stopped in. I never did see that. I stopped in when you were playing Lost Planet. And I was like,
yeah, you like caught the end of
Yeah.
Lost Planet.
How would Peppa Pig survive in Lost Planet?
Yeah, right now. Okay, so to put it in perspective, my Twitch Void stuff ranges anywhere from like 5 views to like the best one that before this was like 50 with my Sonic one. That's like Frontiers. But Peppa Pig and Lost Planet is sitting at 375 views. So somebody is watching this Peppa Pig stream.
I think you're getting into the children content.
You should just combine
Maybe.
Peppa Pig with other games.
I would that'd be an awful stream to let your kid watch though, because I switch over to play a game about like a frozen alien planet where I'm shooting aliens and shit.
Right. So
Like giant mechs.
next time will be Peppa Pig plus Wolfenstein.
That'd be awesome. But yes, there is a sequel, Peppa Pig World Adventure. Will I play it? No.
Peppa's,
Alex,
Pappy
I-
Pigs, Peppers.
I deleted this off my Xbox immediately.
Alex,
right
you're-
after the stream ended.
you keep up these Peppa Pig marathons, you're gonna end up in competition with Ryan. He's not a guy you want to fuck with. Ryan will
That's true.
fuck your shit up if you're not
Break
careful.
my
Okay,
kneecaps.
we got Dragon Quest Poppy, Dragon Quest Appo.
Papa.
No, I don't know what to call
Peppa Pig.
Dragon Quest Peppa.
him. Yeah, Dragon Quest
Peppa.
Pepper.
The only part of the game that was slightly entertaining was that there was apparently her little brother is the only thing he can say is dinosaur, and he's like a little kid, and apparently he's obsessed with dinosaurs. And then you go to a museum and you see like a skeleton of a dinosaur, and then there's like a weird like daydream where he dreams that he is a dinosaur chasing you guys through the streets for a second.
Chasing.
And I was like, there's some weird shit going on with this kid. this kid wants to terrorize an entire city as a dinosaur.
Life lesson.
I mean, dinosaurs were pretty cool when you were a kid. When I was
Like
a
it
kid.
was like it's like super tame game, you know. It's like super tame show. It's like I think if Peppa fell off her bike, she wouldn't even get like a scrape, you know. She'd be like, oh, whoa, I should be more careful. And then gets back on her bike. So to see like this moment of like absolute terror where this kid is like terrorizing the streets of the giant dinosaur.
Lost
Great
Planet.
terror.
Yeah,
Lost Planet.
that was just your Lost Planet stream. I don't know. You're mixing.
Oh shit, I get them mixed up. Was that why Peppa was in a mech?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd teach the kids something.
Was
Good
that-
anime. Yeah. All good anime has mechs.
Get ready for mech month.
Xtember.
You know Spencer would hate mech month. Spencer, would you hate mech month more than Pokeberry?
Probably.
Can't you argue like Metal Gear Solid falls under there?
Yeah, they are mechs. They are mechs. Metal Gear's
They're
are
mechs.
mechs.
Well,
Metal
you
Gear's
could,
just a
you could
fancy
probably argue
anime.
more that Raiden is a
That's
mech.
true. Metal Gear is as anime as they come.
Metal
No,
Gear.
it's not. It's
Metal Gear.
It is. Oh,
It's specifically-
don't even.
it's specifically based off of American action movies.
But
With an
it's super
anime twist.
It's like if you wrote an American action movie to be an anime.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend in high school that was like, "No, it's so realistic," and and I'm like, "Dude, it's a fucking anime." It's like, have you seen the other game he made? It's the Zone of the Enders, which is literally a mech anime game. Like, fucking anime, dude. Metal Gear's anime. No, it's real. It's realistic. I could have
There
talked
you
about
have it.
Cuphead. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank me. Thank fucking Spencer right here. If we let you choose, what would you have picked?
Cuphead. I had all this. I have all this knowledge up here. That's like one of my favorite games.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
I could have.
Well, then why did you let us
Yeah.
pick?
yeah.
I wanted to give you guys choice. I wanted. See,
And giving people choices led to a worse decision.
it was
Remember
a quick
that.
time event.
Yes, it was a Dragon's Lair style quick time event. And you got the bad ending. The game over screen.
You got the bad ending. Talking about Peppa. I couldn't have told you that that Cuphead, the design was based off of a 1936 Japanese propaganda cartoon with an evil Mickey Mouse that bombs an island because they were terrified of the Americans bombing them.
late.
Or
You couldn't have told
yeah,
us.
too late.
You
Yeah,
couldn't
I
have
can't
said
tell
it.
you
So
that.
too bad.
I can't tell you that now.
Will do wonders for the channel.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The Peppa Pig crowd in now.
Yeah,
So-
Peppa crowd.
What's peppin'?
Let's get to pepping.
Some pep in your step. It's Peppa Pig. Ryan, you got one?
Pep. Put some pep in your step with any other game but this.
I was gonna make hamburgers tonight, but now I really want pork.
Peppa
Pepper
pork.
your
That's
pig.
Pork chops.
You want to eat Peppa Pig?
Sequel. Salted
She's
pig.
a pig.
Salted salamander.
Ooh. Brian, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Always good to talk with you guys.
Brian,
Why
is that
did you-
copy of
Why'd you make that
Star
face?
Fox Zero?
Oh, I always that's just my normal face.
No, you made a face when you said that, as if to non-verbal you say this was horrible.
People always
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
Oh, it's
no,
so
no,
great
it's just
to
how
be
I am.
on, you guys.
I had a guy always say,
Oh.
Brian, is that Star Fox Zero back there?
"It is
Sure.
probably."
I got one over here.
Right
I got
here.
I got one like right there too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Can you
this podcast is getting so good.
what is that? Shut up, Spencer. What does that fall on the spectrum?
Are we measuring on Star Fox games? Because I can only compare.
No, where does Star Fox Zero fall on the spectrum?
Probably an 8.
And he put Sonic at a 7, by the way.
And Spencer,
So there you
you're
go.
Spencer, you're doing the edits for this episode. Can you do me a favor right now? Can you replay what he just said? But can you edit in me saying 0?
No, I want it to be known that
But it's Star Fox Zero.
I want to know that I want it to be known that Brian's thing goes Lion King, Sonic, Star Fox Zero.
You're not wrong. According to what I said, yeah, that's the grade. That's what I said.
Would you give it a 9?
He described
Eight.
Sonic. Sonic was described, I believe, if I want to quote you correctly, a perfect 7.
Yeah.
So Star Fox.
Have you played Star Fox Zero?
Oh yeah, I've beaten it a couple times.
It's an imperfect 8.
Yeah.
It's Star Fox Zero is the most 5 game I've ever played.
I won't disagree.
You
But
do
for me,
decide.
it's
You
an
say
8.
it's an 8.
But he says it's a 5.
You
I'm not
knew-
going to disagree with his opinion on it.
I think you guys should battle.
Yeah.
What's your definition of an 8 then? There, Turbo.
Not Star Fox Zero, I can tell you that much.
Well, what would be above Star Fox Zero?
Yeah, what would be what game?
A lot of games.
So where does Hey Pikmin rank between Star Fox?
Hey
Which one do
Pikmin
you
doesn't
hate
rank.
more?
Hey Pikmin doesn't even rank.
So you'd rather play Star Fox Zero than Hey Pikmin?
Absolutely, I'd play Star Fox Zero every day for the rest of my life, as long as you can keep the Hey Pikmin away from me.
Okay. Well, just so we know where we stand, that's all I wanted to know.
Hey Pikmin's like a negative 14.
Wow, that's really harsh.
So
That's really
one.
Hey Pikmin.
I feel like that's off the spectrum.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
down there.
He's off the spectrum.
Get him.
Get him. Why is get him so funny? Just like
Yeah,
the
just
command.
the idea of like, yeah.
Just the command of like telling people to get
But
one
I
person
think
is just the
Simpson-
funniest concept to me.
I think there was a Simpsons episode like he's trying to learn stuff, get him or something like that.
Yeah, get him.
What's the best game you've ever played, Brian? So we can get a point of reference for like a 10.
Have a best game.
Well,
I don't
give
have,
me a
like
10.
The grade. There's no
maybe,
10s.
maybe he's never. Maybe it's a perfect 7 because he's never gone beyond it. You know,
I don't
That-
like,
that's the best
I don't
game.
like grading things.
Except for Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
Currently, Star Fox Zero
Yeah.
is his perfect 10.
Yeah.
Perfect 8.
Yeah, what's a
I
10?
Perfect.
I don't have.
Yeah,
a
just
10.
write 1 next to
I like
0.
games.
Come on.
I'll-
10.
to play along, I'll say Mario 2 is a 10. Super Mario 2 is a 10.
Oh,
Star
shut
Fox
up,
0.
Brian.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
What the fuck?
Can you
And
put-
then have
can you put
Lion King
Sonic, like-
according to my
Can you put
spectrum
Sonic
of games.
lower though? Like I know that you put him at a 7, but can you still put your hand like really low? Like so like you say like Super Mario 2,
Wait, which Sonic are we talking about? Like,
it doesn't matter. Super Mario 2
well, kind of,
and then
well, okay.
and then you go like Super Mario 2, Star Fox 0 and then put like and then Sonic. Any of them right here. And then you can keep going.
I mean, I like Sonic.
It's okay.
It's
You don't have to say that. Just because
No,
Alex is
I
here,
do
you don't
like
have to say you
Sonic.
like Sonic. You don't
I'm
have to.
just saying.
You don't have to debase yourself like that. You can have like class and just say that it's a crap game.
I gave them a shot, and I liked them a lot more than I did growing up.
That's why
I
you
can
rank
see the
him
skill. Mhm.
That's why you're gonna get so low, like down here.
a 7.
I'm just going by the games we talked about today. if you wanted me to give you a 10. Oh, there you go. See, Alex has the Sonic Pez dispenser. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. That's
Do
pretty.
you have Pez in there?
It's really cool.
Thanks for watching the show, everybody.
Gotta
See
go.
you next week. Hold on, wait. Actually, it's just. Thanks
Oh,
for making
Ren Stippy. Stippy there.
That was your first video response, Brian. You were like, "It's me, Metroid."
Oh, no, it was Castlevania versus Metroid. I remember
and
that.
I'm Simon. I'm using Crash as Simon. I'm Simon.
Wait, that's Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, it's got.
We're in the mask.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize. Okay.
Aku on his face.
Yeah, I haven't played those, so I don't. Does he wear? He wears a mask in the game then?
Star Fox.
That's his power up. That's what he.
Star Fox.
I got a whole Crash shrine over here, Brian. Brian has no clue that like every episode that I recorded this show, I'm sitting next to my Crash shrine.
Oh,
I have a bunch of Crash
you have,
stuff
like,
right
you
here.
have the games put up in like.
Here's like a
shelf?
Crash air freshener from Crash Team Racing.
Oh, that come with the game. That's cool. Is that the re-release?
Here's a Crash Pez dispenser that I probably won't ever open, and it's probably gone bad by now. Here's a Crash. What do they call these? Hourglass.
Oh.
Yeah. It's still in box, but it's from Crash 4.
That's how Brian used to keep time.
I already showed you little.
Oh, I used to
yeah,
have
that's true.
Well,
And
that's-
then my favorite is the Crash hula skirt bobble figure.
Oh.
Which sits over here. That goes on your dashboard.
Do you keep your games on that shelf too? With your Crash
No,
games?
my games are on this shelf. You see this big ass shelf?
Hey,
Brian?
well, I didn't know. You said a Crash Shrine. I thought maybe you kept the Shrine games with them.
I'm not a monster.
Sorry.
God.
Didn't Teddy say never to apologize, Brian?
Yeah, no apologies.
Like a long
No-
time
no
ago?
Was it Teddy said that?
I think
Vera
Teddy-
said that?
I think Teddy's. I think Teddy said that forever ago. Don't apologize.
Yeah.
The rule is forever. You can never apologize ever.
What if I accidentally
Kill a guy.
go to hold?
What if you do it?
What if I'm like going through a door and somebody's behind me, but I don't know they're behind me, and I don't hold
Yeah,
the
they're
door for them? Can't
Yeah.
apologize.
Did you ever watch?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Bobby's
it's-
World. Yeah, Bobby's World.
Yeah, it's Bobby's World. I used to watch this as a kid.
Apologies. Slam the door in their face.
Yeah,
Let
fuck
them
him.
laugh.
Brian,
You're welcome.
the DK barrel you gave me is my pen holder.
Oh, sweet. Glad to see it.
It sits on my desk.
Wait,
Nice.
what?
For a DK month.
Yeah, I gave him that.
Brian gave me this DK barrel along with some other stuff, and I got like some plushies he sent me too.
It's a
And,
DS card holder.
Yeah, it's supposed to hold DS cards, but I'm not using it for that because why? So there's a slot for like DS stylus, and it just holds pens and a Sharpie on my desk.
Oh, Brian gave me. Oh,
Syphilis.
Oh, I didn't get it. I've been trying to find. I was trying to
Tumor.
find out.
give me a tumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give me anything.
Also got
Sorry,
So got
I didn't.
Frogger.
I'm keeping my
I
eye
got
out.
Frogger over here. Is Frogger?
Mhm.
Remember that?
What has
We're
the
just
show
talking
devolved into? Where just Alex is showing us his.
The stuff on my desk. Here's a tiny
I got
Space
this
Invaders.
clip right here.
Oh, what can you
This
clip
is
with that?
Clips.
This is a frog made out of stone
Okay.
frog.
Wrapper,
Oh yeah.
This is a thumb drive that I taped
emblem,
back together with some electrical tape.
water bottle.
It has some PS4 game files on it right now because I was using it for my Atari 50 review.
Oh.
I got a couple
Again,
Sega Genesis
mug,
controllers, wireless
usually
Sega Genesis
Hey,
controllers
mug.
over here.
Autumn.
Controllers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've,
8-bit dough. Yeah.
I've still
Here's
got
the Atari,
Ratchet and Clank.
Here's the Atari VCS controller.
Insignia, mouse.
Still got
Like
Ratchet and Clank ripped
Oops.
apart.
Oh,
A
PS.
real mouse.
Look at you, PS5.
I got my Wii U tablet.
Unopened,
So
Oh,
over
you got
here.
the Zelda Limited. You got
unopened
a
Guardians of the
coaster
Galaxy.
of, who's on that
VR.
coaster?
Video response.
This is a copy of Pinnacle Studios 12
Oh,
that I
an
can't
editing.
use
Okay.
because it's old ass software, but I still have it
Main
for some reason.
screen.
You can throw that out
Green.
if you're not using it, right?
Spencer edits it.
He's gonna
Here's
edit.
a green
He's
screen.
gonna edit
that
all
is
this
up.
out of the podcast. No, he's not.
Here's a pillow, a tiny pillow shaped like a Nintendo
Insignia,
controller.
Television remote.
That is the
Dude.
tiniest pillow. It's
Our
Amazon
viewers,
big for a hamster.
our viewers
I got a
are
box
loving
cutter.
this right now.
It's blue.
Nintendo charger, maybe for
Oh.
controller, multi-purpose.
Nice,
There's a
nice.
pin. I found another pin for my barrel. It won't fit in the barrel. I got enough in the barrel.
What do you got, Spencer? I'm not seeing anything.
Disc,
For you.
Switch, 128.
I think this is
I
a
have-
poster
Been
for
updated.
Brian, I have something called
Starlink.
Pride. I have something called Pride, Brian.
Here's a
Okay.
here's a poster for the game
Purple,
for
420.
the game Starlink. It's just
Okay,
been
Battle
sitting in
for
my
Nexus.
49.
Yeah, it's just been
the
sitting
time.
in my shell. My
So
Yes.
watching it right now at 249.
Nice.
Here's a picture of Hellboy. Don't ask. I don't know why this is in there. To
Oh,
be
that's
honest.
On the Wii.
like
Upside
actor.
down, it's Me Sports.
Oh, Wii Sports.
All about
right.
me.
It's true.
Wii Sports.
Team, maybe it's backwards. I don't know.
There's Woody.
Yeah, it's a little upside down. Yeah. Oh, Woody from Toy Story.
Toy Story. This used to have candy in it. Then I ate all the candy. Now it's just a tin.
You could put other things in there. Like you could put your thumb drive in there and store your thumb drives in that.
This
You
is
also
a
put your
box.
thumb in there. Store your
Put your
thumb.
thumb.
This is the box
Yeah.
for the Sony
Yeah.
HDR CX405 camera. That's just been
S3.
sitting here as
Oh,
well.
that's a nice controller.
Let's do
The
compatible.
camera's right there, but
Yeah.
the box is over here because I keep the box by my desk.
That's good.
So I also got the cord to like connect it to my computer to get the
SNES.
files off the computer.
USB.
Controller,
Oh, Super
Yeah.
Nintendo. Nice.
USB.
I got
yes,
Terror
yes,
Billy.
that's
Terror
Oh, that's-
Billy
oh.
sits over here on my
Oh,
desk.
from Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, he sits next to me every day.
Energizer, max, battery,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
dead. Don't know.
Okay.
Here's a Raspberry Pi that
Forward.
Spencer sent me.
Pokemon.
Oh, that's
It's
a
got-
Raspberry Pi. I've never
this-
actually seen one of those.
Yeah, it's
What's that?
and this
Pokemon
is
card?
Catch 'em all.
this is for
All
this
of them.
controller. It connects it to this controller, so I could use my
Besides
Genesis
white,
controller
the other
with
one's
it.
red.
You saw a Raspberry Pi before. That's neat.
Don't encourage this, Brian.
I got a sword. There's a small
Rock
sword
or
sitting
rock.
over here.
Like an
Is that a
Octorok.
controller?
Sword.
Croc.
No, it's a sword.
It's a Pokemon
Like an actual
card.
sword.
Use it
Oh,
to play the
Pokemon
game.
card. Okay.
Yeah,
Pokemon
like you
trading
know how I got
card game.
swords up there. There's swords
Yeah,
up on
that's-
the wall.
card that
I got a
just
sword
showed you.
right here.
It's similar,
Okay,
but it's a
Pokemon.
Crocorock card.
Croc Rock? I don't think I saw that Pokemon when I played my Pokemon game.
It's okay.
I got Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe's right
Montreal.
here. He's been
Pension
sitting
to
on
go,
my
yeah.
TV.
Generation. This
Yeah.
is.
He's pretty cool.
Generation
Cool.
4? Because he's
What,
water. The
12?
water generation, right? The one Ruby?
Generation.
Yeah.
A watt, like a gigawatt. You
Okay.
should know that for Back to the Future, Brian.
I should.
Apologies.
No
Good,
apologies.
you're learning. I love it.
Here's a copy of Xevious for Famicom.
Roundchula.
See, that is an important game.
Important Pokemon,
Yeah.
too. The puns are getting really bad.
Pokemon, good.
Roundchula. Can you say Tarantula?
Tarantula.
Here's a note
You didn't
that
say it
Ted
right.
that Teddy wrote
Tarantula.
me. Teddy wrote me this note when he sent me a package, and it's sitting like it says "ho ho ho" on the back too.
Dolly.
Kind of them, yeah. That's a Christmas
Solid.
present. I think I saw that Pokemon before.
Here's a broken
Dolly.
camera. This is my Canon
Doesn't
Vixia. The display doesn't work right now.
It
so
still
I can't
records
use it.
though?
Damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it records, but I can't see the
Normal.
viewfinder, so I can't use it right now.
As moves.
Sounds like you could give it to good.
I got some rechargeable batteries, but I've lost 2 of them, so I don't
Okay.
know where they went.
You got hand loops in there? Okay.
Zorua.
Okay.
It
You got
has
a lot of
move
Pokemon cards there.
select. Running out of things to show, so I'm showing Pokemon cards.
I think
This is a,
Spencer's
a
asleep.
folder with like all my important documents in it. It's 'cause, you know,
Lysaur.
Tax documents and stuff.
Slides
Yeah,
to the air
like
and it
that.
soars.
I
Lysaur.
got a couple other microphones sitting over here because I need another microphone. I got this one and this one sitting right here.
Okay, that's a neat looking like mic there.
Boom. Classic. It's
Cool.
pretty gloomy
Cool.
right now.
I never heard of that one.
It's original
I got some-
150. I'm
Oh,
sure you
really?
got
Generation 1. Okay.
it. Yeah.
I got some CDs if you want to listen to some CDs.
I got a
What do you got? What do you
Scrapper,
got in
no?
there?
We
Oh.
got some
Got
no
moves.
Okay.
we got some No Doubt,
Screw
the best
punch.
the best of the '90s, some Megadeth's
Bicycle
greatest
missile.
Okay.
hits. You know, we got some good stuff in here. Leonard Skinner, got some Leonard Skinner
Of
in here.
course, Leonard Skinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dynamo.
Dynamo.
It's like a tiny dynamo.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I got a plug,
Mhm.
In your butt.
butt plug.
For your phone? Or...
Here it goes. Here it goes in my butt.
Happening live. Buddy is plugging.
Spencer's just going to cut all this out.
No, I'll get
He's-
yelled
he
at
looks
if I
at
do
me.
that, but the viewers will
He
know.
can't cut it out. He can't cut it out now.
The viewers
All
will
right,
know.
I
gonna say-
agree.
I'm gonna
to
say something
stop
very-
now.
I'm gonna say something very crucial, so he can't cut it out. Ready?
Yes.
Did you know that the button mappers starts with the letter T for the because the that's important.
Well, technically, but a lot of people alphabetize with, they put button mappers first and put comma at the end with T.
Did you know if you look up the button mappers, you may get redirected to button mapping?
Yeah, I
You
tried
know,
that when I
You can
Alright.
subscribe to our porn channel, the Butt Mappers, on Pornhub,
the hub.
on the Hub. We just call it the Hub for short.
Getcha.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Hub. I think we're gonna map out some butts. You ready?
We're gonna map out Spencer's butthole. Bend over, Spencer.
Thanks. It's been fun.
Has it?
Brian, you're next.
Yeah. Thanks
All
for
right, we'll
having
see you on the rest of your Lion King stream.
Yeah,
More
go,
lion.
go back and
I
play
just
more.
can't wait to be king. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Kings.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
Up. On Twitch TV. On Twitch TV, watch some igotkings play in Lion Kings. On Twitch TV.
I might go insane.
Spencer, what are you doing? You're supposed to end the show.
Okay.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.